It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks so much for welcoming us into your home, especially during these incredible, remarkable, and should I say, challenging times that we're living in right now. My promise to you is that this time we have together, this CEO Sales Huddle, will be a good use of your time where you get the sales systems, you'll get the sales message, you get the sales processes and the sales tools and sales systems you need to really take your sales department to another level that you know is possible of getting to. And we like to start off every single morning with a case study because it supports our philosophy. And our philosophy is success leaves clues. Not a new idea, I hear you, but it's something that we've adopted. So we take a look at a business case. We look at what worked for that CEO, what obstacles they have for that CEO, what challenges and changes they made with their sales strategy, and as a result, what best practices you can walk away with as well. So let's go ahead and get started this morning. You see, Ecco shoes, a beloved Danish family brand, had a big dream back in 1963. Carl Tusby said, you know what, I want to start my own shoe company, but there was a problem. They needed to leave behind a very stable life in Copenhagen to take a risk. Now picture him and his family moving to a very small town because they left their home, setting up all over again, a very tough decision for any entrepreneur to do, but he wanted to create something special in the shoe world. And making shoes for Carl wasn't just about looking good for a shoe. Carl wanted to make a shoe that just changed the game. Now, shoes have been around, by the way. This wasn't a new idea when he decided he wanted to do this back in 1963. But in the early days, Ecco had to stand out in a crowded market. And did you know that their best seller when they first started was the moccasin-inspired shoe called Ecco Joke? Now, this shoe was so funny that when you walked, it would leave the footprints of the logo right in the ground. Isn't that kind of crazy? But here's what a simple choice can do. You can start in the retail market. You can be innovative, just like in sales, standing out with a unique selling proposition, having a sales message, making sure your sales strategy is in harmony with your sales systems make a difference. So Ecco didn't just stick to making shoes. They controlled the whole process. They said, wait a minute. What if we start with the tanneries? What if we go all the way till they come to the store? And that's how they ensured they had top-notch quality, one of their unique selling proposition, in crafting a foolproof sales system that says we're going to have this sales message and we're going to ensure this perfect every step of the way. And by embracing new technology, another thing we have to do, innovate sales technology inside of their sales strategy. And they use something called direct injection technology. And this made the shoes both comfy and stylish. Wait a minute. You mean the two can go together? That's what the audience wanted. That's what their target audience was. And ensuring that every time someone purchased a shoe, it worked. Here's my big takeaway for you as a CEO. Because you may be faced with a crowded market. You may be faced with competition. You may think everyone's doing it, what sets me apart? Here's what I want you to know. It's not about giving the best product in the market. It's about having the best sales system. You see, Ecco had a system that had a sales message. They had a sales strategy. They even tuned into the production and used technology to innovate to have a comfortable, stylish shoe. And as a result, they're the juggernaut that we know it they are today. With that being said, when you do that, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. You know, it's an honor and a privilege to be streaming right now, whether we're on your iPad, whether we're on your Apple computer, whether we're on your phone, whether right now you're listening to the podcast. We appreciate you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. We start off every single morning with our mantra. And our mantra is focus on sales. It's a very simple mantra. It's 3 words. And those 3 words are our mantra. And so you probably have a mantra for your life. You probably have a mantra for your relationships. You probably have a mantra that you want to do in your finances. Our mantra is focus on sales. So as a CEO, repeat after me these words. Focus on sales, focus on sales, focus on sales. Now, there is a big why. And the why is if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. We just did a case study that showed that. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point I want to make to you is that selling at the end of the day is very, very serious business. Now, also as the CEO, we have to look at the other side and say, well, what's our pledge? like to our sales department, what is our pledge as the CEO? We're responsible for providing the sales people to the sales department. We're responsible for approving and authorizing the sales processes. And we're responsible at the end of the day for making sure we have the sales resources in the sales department. So our pledge to the sales department is that we're going to do our part. We're going to learn, earn, and return. Go ahead and repeat this after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. We're in this message, we're in this conversation because we're focused on our 3 objectives. And our 3 objectives haven't changed. Our 3 objectives are very clear as the CEO. Number 1, we've got to grow the business. That means we got to see the sales get a little bit better and 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 a little bit better by serving more people, by making a bigger difference, by having more impact. But we also got to be aware of those hurdles that are out there, because every day is not going to be rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. And then we got to tune into the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand. Sales pillar number 1, a 1-page CEO sales plan. Got it. 1 page. That's it. That's it. That's it. Number 2, a sales cycle. What's the cycle our clients go through? Number 3, the sales message. What do we say? When do we say it? How do we say it? And we do a whole segment, which I can't wait to get to, on the CEO sales dashboard. We take a look at the business, and as a CEO, we get to allocate the resources, allocate the sales systems, adjust the sales strategy. That's what we get to do as the CEO of the company. And then last, we got to build a 7-figure sales team. Now, for those folks that are tuning in for the very first time, or you tune in every single day, I love to connect with you. Do me a favor, look right below the video, and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is like, it's like the bat signal. You see me, I can't see you. So we hit hashtag I'm here. That means that we can connect at a much deeper level. And if you're watching the replay, we appreciate you. So you can put hashtag replay, right? Because you can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you like to be in this conversation. You like to hear this message. You've got to hear it the first time, a second time, a third time. So we know that repetition is the mother of all learning. That's what you're here. So thanks. I'm glad you're here. Now, if you're on the podcast right now, or you're streaming on Apple TV, by the way, or maybe right now you're listening and you're on Roku, Amazon, YouTube, go over to @IamCheBrown. Let's connect. Let's go over to @IamCheBrown. Once you type that in, and let's connect. I respond to every single message. I love hearing from you. I love connecting with you. And let's start the journey together. Isn't that so cool? Isn't that what it's all about at the end of the day? Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So let's go over now. Let's take a look at why do we get together? Because I get asked that question often. Jay, what's the mission, goals, and purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? Well, the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So you can already sell. You're already good. But how do you sell more faster, easier, with less effort, using new, different, quicker technology? And we have a big why. And our big why is all about sales growth. It's all about sales accountability. And it's all about consistency. And how often have you heard this? But it's so true. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. That's no longer the case for you, because we get together for 15 minutes a day. So every day, every morning, you can tune into this message, or whenever you get a chance to listen to this message for 15 minutes. Now, the significance of 15 minutes is a really good question, because there are 1,440 minutes in every single day. So you might be wondering, okay, why 15 minutes? Why is that so important? Because we're taking 1% of the day. So you think about all the things you have to do. You get a chance to step back and take 1% of the day. And in that 1% of the day, you're focused on the outcome. And our number one outcome, over and beyond everything else we're doing right now, our number one outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You step into this conversation, and because you're in this conversation, you're earning an extra $100,000 of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Doesn't that sound cool? But then the question comes up often. You might be asking that right now. Shay, I like the target. I like the goal, but I'm trying to figure out, how do I really get there as a CEO? What should I be measuring? What should I be managing? What should I be looking at on a continuous basis? And you know what? It didn't exist. Like, you couldn't find it anywhere. So we created something called the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, there's a purpose behind this. The purpose of the CEO Sales Dashboard is for you to be able to take a look at one monitor every single day. It's like looking at your weight when you step on the scale. It's like looking at your bank account in the morning. It's like looking at the expenses you had yesterday. And you get a chance to make the adjustment. And so the 5 areas, which you can go download this over at www.ceosalesdashboard.com, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. We're focused on 5 areas: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So there's 5 key areas. Now, once you do download it, you're going to be seeing a spreadsheet. So go right now to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. And then once you download it, it's going to look just like this. And you can pull it up. Now, here's the cool thing. This is an Excel sheet. You can adjust this. You can change this. You can modify. You can focus on the top products you want to focus on. But imagine you go across the top. You find today's date. You go down to leads and you say, well, how many leads came in the database yesterday? How many leads came in the database yesterday that were engaged with our company? How many leads were referrals? See, what gets measured gets managed, and we know that there are too many leads out there. We can't help everybody. We know the list of people who don't know us is longer than the list of people who do know us. And we do know for a fact that leads represent hope. So it gives you an opportunity to step into that, really, and adapt it. Now, you can go and do it for every single category on here, and I would adjust that. How did it do last week? How many leads did you have the week before? You can look at appointments, you can look at offers, you can look at deals. I'm doing a drill down right now in leads, but we're not doing it to beat ourselves up because that's not what we do here. We know that every day we have an opportunity to celebrate our wins, celebrate our successes. We know how hard the sales department works. We know how hard you work. So let's step back right now and let's celebrate some wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions, they're focused. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So question number 1 is, what are you most proud of? Like if you could step up right now, you could say, okay, Shay, this is what I'm most proud of today. Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday for the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? Like you just can't wait to brag. You want to brag. You want to raise your hand and say, Shay, this is what we've accomplished. Powerful people ask powerful questions. There's a reason why, because questions steer focus. And I'm here to tell you, as you ask these questions in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. But for every action, there's a reaction. For every positive, there's a negative. There's another side to it. And I want to step back for a moment. And I want to take a look at any hurdles that are out there. So number 1, what are the 3 roadblocks? What are roadblocks you had yesterday? So when you look at it yesterday, what was your biggest roadblock? When you look at it yesterday, which is really cool, what's preventing you today from moving forward? And number 3, what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? You're going to focus on that area. You're going to focus on that area. You're going to focus on that area right now. Isn't it cool? Isn't that so amazing? My message of the day is systems beat goals every single time. My message of the day is systems beat goals every single time. Systems beat goals because systems are duplicatable, systems are repeatable, and systems is something you can give to someone else. So you look at the systems that you have right now for generating leads, the systems you have right now for your sales appointments, the systems you have in place for making offers, and even the systems you have right now for closing deals or tracking it, which is what the CEO Sales Dashboard is all about. Systems beat goals every single time. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Thanks so much for inviting us into your home. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. We appreciate this time. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless and keep doing God's work. I'll see you on the other side. Peace, everybody.